My beloved child. A moment unlike any other is unfolding around you right now, and very few people are aware of it. There is something hidden beneath the surface of your life that has remained unseen for far longer than it was ever meant to. Today, that silence begins to break. Today, the shadows of uncertainty begin to move aside. And according to the message being revealed in this moment, a truth about you is preparing to come into the light. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason you were guided to this message. Out of countless videos, countless voices, and countless distractions, your attention stopped here. That is not an accident. Sometimes the greatest changes do not arrive with noise. They arrive quietly. They arrive through a feeling. They arrive through a message that seems ordinary at first but becomes unforgettable by the time it is over. And this message carries that kind of energy. For a long time, you may have felt misunderstood. You may have felt as if people looked at you without truly seeing you. They noticed your actions but never understood your intentions. They heard your words but never listened to your heart. They formed opinions without knowing your story. Yet something is changing. The hidden truth about you is coming out right now. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Right now. The most surprising part is that this truth is not something you created. It is something that has always existed. It has always been there beneath every challenge, every delay, every unanswered question, and every moment when you wondered whether your efforts mattered. The truth is that you are far stronger than people realized. You have carried burdens without making announcements. You have remained kind when others expected bitterness. You have continued forward when many would have stopped. And while others saw only the surface, heaven saw the entire journey. Do not skip. Because what comes next may explain experiences that once made no sense. There were moments when doors closed unexpectedly. Moments when opportunities slipped away. Moments when certain people disappeared from your life without explanation. At the time, it felt confusing. At the time, it felt unfair. But there was a reason. Not every closed door was a loss. Some closed doors were protection. Not every delay was punishment. Some delays were preparation. And not every ending was failure. Some endings were redirections towards something greater. This is the hidden truth that many never understood about you. While others judged the timing of your life, they never saw what was happening behind the scenes. They never saw the growth. They never saw the lessons. They never saw the strength being built inside you. But now the evidence is beginning to appear. Something huge is waiting for you. There are conversations taking place that you know nothing about. There are realizations happening in the minds of people who once underestimated you. There are opportunities moving closer. There are answers moving into position. And little by little, the truth is becoming impossible to ignore. Have you noticed how certain situations have recently started shifting? Have you noticed how certain pieces of your story suddenly seem connected? Have you noticed how things that once felt random now appear meaningful? That is because a bigger picture is being revealed. The hidden truth about you was never meant to remain hidden forever. There comes a moment when what is real can no longer stay concealed. There comes a moment when your character speaks louder than every misunderstanding. There comes a moment when your consistency becomes undeniable. And that moment may be closer than you think. Stay till the end. Because there is another layer to this message. Many people believe that recognition arrives because of talent alone. But that is not always true. Sometimes recognition arrives because a person refused to quit. Sometimes recognition arrives because a person remained faithful during difficult seasons. Sometimes recognition arrives because a person continued walking forward even when nobody was applauding. That is the story unfolding around you. You have been developing qualities that cannot be faked. Patience, resilience, wisdom, compassion, strength. And now those qualities are beginning to shine through circumstances in ways that others cannot ignore. The fascinating part is that the truth coming out is not only about what you can do. It is about who you are. Many people spend their lives trying to appear strong. You became strong. Many people spend their lives trying to appear confident. You learned confidence through experience. Many people spend their lives trying to appear wise. You gained wisdom through challenges. That difference matters. Because appearances eventually fade. But authenticity remains. Do not skip. Because the next revelation is important. Sometimes people are so focused on reaching the destination that they forget to notice how much they have already grown. But growth leaves evidence. And that evidence is beginning to appear all around you. Think about who you were a year ago. Think about what worried you. Think about what challenged you. Now look at yourself today. You survived things that once seemed overwhelming. You learned lessons that once seemed impossible. You developed abilities you did not know you had. That is not coincidence. That is transformation. And transformation always reveals truth. Something huge is waiting for you. The hidden truth about you is not a secret because it lacks power. It remained hidden because the right moment had not yet arrived. Now the timing is changing. Now circumstances are aligning. Now pieces are coming together. And when they do, people will begin seeing what was there all along. Not a different person. The real person. The person who kept going. The person who stayed strong. The person who continued believing. The person who never stopped growing. This message is a reminder that your story is not defined by temporary setbacks. It is not defined by opinions. It is not defined by misunderstandings. Your story is defined by truth. And truth has a way of finding the light. Stay till the end. Because this is only the beginning of what is being revealed. A chapter is turning. A new understanding is forming. A hidden truth is coming out right now. And the people who once overlooked it may soon find themselves unable to ignore it. The signs are already appearing. The shifts are already happening. The revelation is already beginning. And as this truth continues to unfold, you may finally understand why so many pieces of your journey happened exactly the way they did. Because everything was preparing you for this moment. Everything was leading to this realization. Everything was guiding you toward the unveiling of a truth that was never meant to stay hidden forever. And this is only the beginning. A remarkable shift is taking place at this very moment, and if you have stayed with this message until now, it is because you were meant to hear what comes next. The hidden truth about you is not only being revealed, it is creating reactions in places you cannot yet see. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. For a long time, certain people believed they had already figured you out. They placed you inside a small box created by their assumptions. They thought they knew your limits. They thought they understood your future. They thought they could predict your next step. But what they never realized was that they were looking at only a tiny fraction of who you truly are. The truth is far bigger. The truth is far more powerful. And the truth can no longer remain hidden. Don't skip. Because the next revelation may completely change the way you see your own journey. There have been moments when you questioned yourself. Moments when you wondered whether your efforts were being noticed. Moments when you felt as if your progress was invisible. Yet while you were focused on what seemed missing, something extraordinary was happening behind the scenes. Your character was being built. Your wisdom was growing. Your strength was expanding. And now the results are beginning to appear. What makes this moment so important is that the hidden truth about you is not based on luck. It is not based on chance. It is based on everything you have become through every challenge, every lesson, and every experience. Many people only see outcomes. Very few understand the process. But heaven sees both. And now the process is beginning to reveal its results. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is someone who once underestimated you who is beginning to see things differently. There is someone who once overlooked your value who is slowly realizing what they failed to recognize. There is someone who thought your story was ordinary who is now discovering that there was always something extraordinary about you. The surprising part is that you may not even know this is happening. While you are focused on your daily life, perceptions are changing. Opinions are shifting. Understanding is growing. And the truth continues to rise. Don't skip. Because what happens next is even more incredible. The hidden truth about you is connected to a gift that has been developing for a very long time. It may be your ability to encourage others. It may be your resilience during difficult seasons. It may be your wisdom, your patience, your kindness, or your determination. Whatever it is, it has been growing quietly. Like a seed beneath the soil. Unseen. Unnoticed. Yet becoming stronger every day. Then comes the moment when growth becomes impossible to hide. That moment may be arriving now. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that everything you thought was holding you back was actually preparing you. Imagine discovering that the delays, the waiting seasons, and the unanswered questions were all part of a larger story. A story that is finally making sense. A story that is finally revealing its purpose. A story that is finally uncovering the hidden truth about you. Stay till the end. Because there is another layer to this message. The truth that is coming out right now is not only for others to see. It is for you to see as well. Sometimes the last person to recognize their own growth is the person who experienced it. You became stronger so gradually that you hardly noticed. You became wiser so naturally that you forgot how much you learned. You became more resilient so steadily that you stopped recognizing your own progress. But now the evidence is everywhere. The challenges that once stopped you no longer control you. The fears that once limited you no longer define you. The doubts that once followed you no longer have the same power. That is not coincidence. That is transformation. And transformation always reveals truth. Don't skip. Because something huge is waiting for you. The next chapter of your story is being shaped by everything you learned in the previous one. Nothing was wasted. Not a single lesson. Not a single experience. Not a single moment of growth. Every step brought you closer to this revelation. Every challenge helped reveal another piece of who you truly are. Every victory confirmed what was already inside you. The hidden truth is becoming visible. The hidden strength is becoming visible. The hidden potential is becoming visible. And the people around you are beginning to notice. What once remained unseen is now rising into the light. What once remained unnoticed is now drawing attention. What once remained hidden is now preparing to surprise everyone who failed to recognize it before. Stay till the end. Because the greatest part of this message is still ahead. You are standing closer to a breakthrough in understanding than you realize. The pieces are connecting. The picture is becoming clearer. The answers are moving into place. And as the truth continues to unfold, one realization becomes impossible to ignore. You were never ordinary. You were never forgotten. You were never overlooked by heaven. You were simply being prepared for the right moment. And that moment is drawing closer with every passing day. The hidden truth about you is coming out right now. And this revelation has only just begun. A powerful realization is approaching, and if you can feel a sense of anticipation building inside you right now, there is a reason for it. The hidden truth about you is moving closer to the surface with every passing moment. What was once unnoticed is becoming noticeable. What was once overlooked is becoming impossible to ignore. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a detail about your journey that most people completely missed. They saw the chapters, but they never understood the story. They saw the struggles, but they never understood the strength being formed within them. They saw the waiting, but they never understood what that waiting was preparing you for. That is why this moment is so important. Because the truth that is coming out right now changes everything. The truth is that you have been growing in ways that even you have not fully recognized. While you were focused on reaching the next destination, you did not notice how much you had already transformed. While you were looking ahead, you forgot to look back and see how far you had come. Think about that for a moment. There were situations that once made you anxious, yet now you handle them with calmness. There were obstacles that once seemed impossible, yet now they look smaller than they did before. There were questions that once kept you awake, yet now you carry wisdom that only experience could have given you. That is evidence. Evidence that the hidden truth about you has been developing all along. Don't skip. Because what comes next may be the most surprising revelation yet. There are people who are beginning to recognize something about you that they never noticed before. They cannot quite explain it. They cannot fully understand it. But they can feel it. They see a different level of confidence. They see a different level of peace. They see a different level of strength. And they are wondering what changed. What they do not realize is that the change did not happen overnight. It happened through every challenge you overcame. It happened through every lesson you learned. It happened through every step you took when quitting would have been easier. The hidden truth is finally becoming visible. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now pay close attention to this next part. Sometimes the greatest revelation is not discovering something new. Sometimes the greatest revelation is finally seeing what was there all along. For years, you may have underestimated your own value. You may have questioned your abilities. You may have doubted your potential. But the truth never changed. Your value remained. Your purpose remained. Your potential remained. Even when you could not see it. Even when others could not see it. Even when circumstances seemed to hide it. The truth remained exactly where it always was. And now it is coming into the light. Don't skip. Because the next part connects directly to the title of this message. The hidden truth about you is not merely being revealed to you. It is being revealed around you. Conversations are changing. Perspectives are changing. Opportunities are changing. The environment around your life is beginning to reflect the growth that has already taken place within you. This is why certain events may suddenly feel different. This is why certain connections may suddenly feel stronger. This is why certain doors may begin opening at exactly the right time. The truth has a way of creating movement. And movement has already begun. Stay till the end. Because something huge is waiting for you. Imagine standing at the edge of a sunrise. For a while, everything still appears dark. Yet the moment the first light appears, you know the entire landscape is about to change. That is where you are now. The first light has appeared. The revelation has begun. The hidden truth is emerging. And once it fully arrives, many things that once felt confusing will finally make sense. You will understand why certain delays happened. You will understand why certain lessons were necessary. You will understand why certain chapters unfolded exactly as they did. Because every chapter carried a purpose. Every challenge carried a lesson. Every season carried preparation. Nothing was random. Nothing was wasted. Everything was moving you toward this moment. Don't skip. Because there is one final revelation in this part. The hidden truth about you is not that you are becoming someone new. The hidden truth is that you are finally becoming visible as the person you have always been. The strength was already there. The wisdom was already there. The potential was already there. The purpose was already there. Now the veil is lifting. Now the picture is becoming clear. Now the truth is stepping forward. And as it does, you may discover that the greatest surprise was never what others failed to see. The greatest surprise was realizing how extraordinary your journey truly was all along. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the next chapter of this revelation will uncover an even deeper truth, one that has been quietly moving into place for longer than you can imagine. And when that truth is fully revealed, nothing will look the same again.